Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this quick morning core workout. It is such a wonderful way to start your day. All you'll need to get started is a yoga mat and a nice firm surface. This is not a workout you'll want to do in your bed. Now, I will be showing modifications for beginners and advanced, so let's get started. Begin in child's pose, and we're going to start with just a nice flowing forward and back motion, just warming up your joints, stretching out your back and your hips, easing into the day, easing into the motions. Just breathe with this, nice and steady. Shift back and forth a couple more times with me. You can watch as I wiggle my hips a little bit and then shift my body forward, breathing in and back, breathing out. Exhaling and inhaling gently and slowly. And come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to begin by coming gently and slowly and carefully into our first downward dog. This is probably your first big stretch of the day. So really walk out the feet, bending one knee at a time. And then you're going to engage your core, strongly exhale and pull in your tummy. And then lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. 3 times, we're going to pull the knee toward the chest into a tight little ball, exhaling as you bring the knee to the chest. So strongly exhale and pull belly button to spine. Now switch sides, left leg up. And please note, you're staying in that nice high down dog, never going forward into a plank. This move is generally safe for women with diastasis recti, so don't worry about this one, you should be fine. Okay, come on down and rest very briefly in a child's pose. Take a deep breath, wiggle out your hips, and come up onto your hands and knees, and then bring that left foot forward. Assist that leg forward into a low lunge, where your left foot is actually close toward the left side of your mat. Both hands are inside of that left foot. And just kind of shift your hips side to side. Lift your chest and heart and look up. Your hands can be flat on the ground or in fists. Breathe in, heart lifts, and breathe out, belly button to spine and twist. Now you can see in this little inset picture, if you are ready for it and more advanced, you can lift your back knee off the floor and raise that left hand up toward the ceiling, looking up toward it. But don't push it. If you're not ready for that, especially first thing in the morning, do not push it. So now both hands to the inside of your left foot again, and you're going to just shift your hips back, straightening that left knee into a nice hamstring stretch, and really ease into this and kind of feel around, play with it a little bit. You can hold onto a wall or support surface if you need to for balance, but really just ease into that nice hamstring stretch. Should feel really good. Breathe deeply. Inhale and shift forward. Now you're going to bring your hands to the inside of that left foot again. Ease that left foot back. Don't do anything crazy or jumpy at this time in the morning. We're really easing into it. And then come into the next downward dog. Now we're going to do those knee pulls again. If you are a beginner or have diastasis recti, I want you to do what we did last time. So right leg lifts and just pull the knee toward the chest if you're a beginner or diastasis recti. If you're more advanced, bring that right knee to the outside of the right elbow and come into more of a plank-like position. Get ready to switch sides, so now left leg up. And again, beginners stay nice and high in that downward dog position, just pulling the knee to the chest. And more advanced brings the knee, the left knee, to the outside of the left elbow and comes more into a plank. In either modification or variation, you are exhaling with exertion. So brief rest in child's pose here. Come up onto your hands and knees, and now right leg. Assist that right leg forward into that nice low lunge. You can bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Lift your heart. Stretch out the front of that left hip and the outside of the right glute and outer hip. Feel that delightful morning stretch. And now inhale and exhale. Draw belly button to spine and twist with your left hand on the ground and right hand on your right thigh. Or you can lift the left back knee off the ground and lift the right hand up toward the ceiling. That's a little bit more advanced, and it might just be too much for the morning. Don't worry about overdoing it. Please don't overdo it. Just relax into it and feel this nice stretch as you breathe. So now hands down and shift your hips back, sit back, and ease into that nice hamstring stretch. Again, don't be afraid to kind of juicify into this. That's a new word, I just made it up. Really get into it, really feel your joints kind of opening up in your hip area and your muscles stretching, everything releasing. Shift forward, ease that right leg back, and then come back into a final downward dog. Another round of knee pulls. Again, beginners or diastasis recti, stay high in the downward dog knee pull. If you're more advanced, you can now bring your right knee toward the left elbow. Either way, you're going to exhale with exertion. So exhale as you pull the knee in. Left leg now. Left leg comes either toward the opposite elbow, toward the right elbow for advanced, or stays nice and high in that downward dog and pulls in toward the chest for beginners or diastasis recti. Come onto your hands and knees and then a brief child's pose, and get ready to just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow like a cat, and bust circles. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love circles in any form and fashion. This is just circling around your heart like you're drawing a circle on the ground beneath you. Reverse directions. It's a great way to wake up the thoracic spine and even the low back too. Finish it up. And the next thing we're going to do is go into a heel press. So bring your feet out to the side, sit your bottom down, and roll like a ball, rolling out your spine, massaging out the muscles along each side of your spine. Just a couple of times, definitely holding on behind your thighs as you do this. And then when you're ready, just ease back into a nice supine or lying on your back position. Really strongly engage your pelvic floor, and then your deep abdominals, your deepest layer of abdominals right above your pubic bone. Pull them in and press one heel at a time forward as you exhale. So exhale as you press the heel forward, keeping the belly button pulled in and your spine neutral. If you have any risk at all of overarching your spine, then think about keeping it closer to the ground. Do not let it arch off the ground. You don't want to overly arch your low back. So exhale and pull your belly button in, lift your pelvic floor, keep your core really engaged as you press one heel at a time forward. Exhaling. And get ready. This time we're going to hold it. So hold it here. Lift the leg, the straight leg, higher off the ground if you feel like your lower back is arching. Do not let your low back arch. Keep breathing. And now switch sides. Same thing. Lift that straight leg higher off the ground if you feel like your low back is arching. Keep breathing. Almost there. And then hug both knees into the chest. We are going to do a little counter stretch, a little opposition stretch here, stretching out the front of the hips with some bridges. So just up with your arms and your hips into bridge and down, breathing steadily. This is a great way to strengthen the buttocks, the back of the body, and also stretch out the front of the body that we just have been working so hard. Okay, this time hold the bridge position, bring the arms down and clasp the hands underneath your bottom if you can. I'm just kind of wiggling around, shifting around, doing what feels good in this position, breathing steadily. Do not hold your breath in this position. And then come on down carefully. Flop those knees apart, wiggle things around a little bit, put your hands behind your thighs, and then rock yourself up with momentum. You can also roll to your side and press up if you have any type of back issues or diastasis recti. So this is a fun one. You are going to be up on your elbows, and I'm going to show a picture in the inset. If you have diastasis recti, you might need to either skip this one altogether or do what I show in the inset picture. But if you are feeling like you can handle this one, just stay propped up on your elbows, shoulders down away from your ears. Tummy pulled in strongly and exhaling every time you bring your knees to the right and the left. Keep your heart lifted and your spine long. This is the variation if you want a little bit less. You're on your back with a block between your knees and you're just dropping your knees from side to side, exhaling as you bring the knees up. So choose what works for you. And again, if any of these feel like they're just not working for your body or too much for your level of fitness or your diastasis recti healing, then skip it. Take a little break. So keep going if you're in the reclined can-can position. Keep that tummy pulled in. Keep breathing. Keep your chest lifted. And one more. Hold it this time. Hold it. Hold it. Those feet can be hovering off the ground. Feet together. And now other side. Hold it. Feet hovering just off the ground. Tummy pulled in and heart lifted. Breathing. And come on down. Sit up. So press through your side. Sit up. Cross-legged, nice and tall on your sits bones, and inhale, spine long and tall. Exhale, twist, belly button pulls to spine. Look forward, come forward, rock out your spine a few times, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now sit up nice and tall, spine long, and twist the other way as you exhale. So it's always an inhale, spine long, exhale, deepen the twist. Go ahead and come forward, and we're gonna do one more round. So either ease down through your side or rock back with your hands behind your thighs. And we're gonna do one more round of the heel press kicks and also the bridge. So remember with these, you exhale as you press one heel at a time forward. You keep your belly button strongly pulled in, that lowest band of abdominal muscles pulled in. Now, this is an advanced move. I do not recommend it if you aren't ready for it. It's a lot harder, and it will make it more likely that your back could arch. So do not do this with your hands behind your head if you feel like your low back is arching. Keep your hands down by your sides, or even your hands under your bottom can be helpful if you're a beginner. All right, last one, hold it. Again, belly button pulled in. Do not let your low back arch. Hands can definitely be down at your sides and not overhead as I was showing before. And other side, hold it, hold it, hold it. Breathing, you've got this. Good job. Go ahead and shake out those legs, kick them out. Bring some energy into that core, into the legs. And our last round of bridges, arms down and then up as your hips lift. Repeat this a few times. Keep going, repeating and breathing steadily. Again. And this time hold that bridge. Loop those hands under your bottom. Clasp your fingers together if you can. Stretching out the front of the body that we just worked so hard and strengthening the back of the body, the glutes. So important to strengthen those glutes when you have any type of pelvic floor issues. Roll down and bring those knees in. I like to call these stirring the pot. So you're holding onto your knees like your legs are stirring sticks, and you're stirring around 5 times or so in each direction, circling those knees around. A great way to end this workout is the stirring the pot, and then just a nice hug the knees to the chest and a pencil stretch. So straighten one leg at a time, arms overhead. It's like you're straight like a pencil. Go ahead and let that low back arch a little bit if you need to, if that feels good. Wiggle out the feet. Take deep breaths. Just be proud of yourself that you started your day on such a great note. Take one more deep breath in and out, and then roll to your side. Press yourself up carefully. Come to a seated cross-legged position, and deep breath in, hands overhead, and hands down at your heart. Again, be very proud of yourself. You did a great job today. If this video has served you and you're enjoying my channel, please subscribe for new videos every week, and definitely stop by my website, FemFusionFitness.com, for more ways we can connect. Until next time, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. Thanks for watching.